Now let's go to management issues. And head office, expenditure in excess of approved budget. It's a Now, before I refer you to the Attorney General for prosecution, let's go through some of these items. There were 13 items in your budget that you exceeded without any approval of the board. So let's go through these. You said you have foreign training of 31 million, but you spent 91 million. Why? And who approved that?
Mr. Chair, thank you very much. We will not try to justify the infractions. We accept that we overstepped our boundaries. I think the most important thing is that we have put in place measures to control expenditure, to make sure that we stay within the budget.
You are the CEO, right?
Yes, sir.
This happened in 2023.
Yes.
This happened in 2023. And just like Honorable Abnao Siasari said, it's the way that you guys spend money at ECG. Another one, you said cleaning expenses. 2.8 million, that was your budget. But ECG spent 10.4. How many suits did you clean for that? Now, honorarium expenses, 3.8, but you spent 4.6. Hotel expenses, 9.3 million was your budget, but you spent 12.2. Staff fuel. Hey, did they drive around the world? Budget was 2.8, and you spent 3.6 million. Communication expenses, ECG. Your budget was 4.2, but you spent 7.9 million. Consultancy, budget was 40 million, but you spent 58.6 million. All these you did it on your own without even board approval. Industrial relations, your budget was 2 million, but you spent 13 million. Stakeholders' expenses, your budget was 3.1 million, and you spent 49 million. And you want to increase our tariffs. Publicity, your budget was 5.7, and you spent 21.8 million. Professional fees and subscription, you are supposed to spend 731,000 cedis, and you spent 1.5 million. Overseas travel expenses, you are supposed to spend 14 million, and you spent 29.8 million. Call center expenses, you are supposed to spend 23.5 million, you spent 29.3 million. So budget approval was for 144 million, you spent 333 million. That's excess of 189.2 million. This shows financial indiscipline. And the recommendation over here is that sanctions under Section 96 of the Public Financial Management Act 216, Act 921, should be applied to the officers involved. We also urge management to efficiently monitor and control the company's expenses. CEO, those managers who were involved, I'm recommending that they need to face the Attorney General for prosecution. It's just simple and short. You spend all this and you want to come and increase our tariffs. You owe your thing. Now let's go to the next one. This is an unremitted withholding tax of 70.9 million. What has happened to this amount? By the way, auditors, note about sending them for prosecution, and clerk, keep us informed on it also. What about withholding tax of 70 million?
Madam Chairperson, subsequent to the audit finding, ECG has paid in 5 installments 35,934,131.49 of the amount not remitted.
Sir, what is the law on withholding of taxes? What is the law? When you withhold taxes, how long should you have in your account before you pay to Ghana Revenue Authority?
I think 14 days.
14 days.
Yes.
And now we have 70.9 million. And so how much have you paid?
35.9 million.
I think this is another one for Attorney General to deal with you. So clerk and then our auditors, let's make sure they face the Attorney General on that one. Let's move on to the next one, please. Paragraph 158.
He said,
Honorable Enim, you may want to take paragraph 158.
Thank you, Chair. So this infraction has to do with underpayments of revenue collected to SOEs and IPPs to the tune of 1,292,171,000. So the auditor did the cash waterfall mechanism report and noted that ECG declared total revenue of 8,637,759, but paid only 7,345,588,000 to the various state-owned enterprises and independent power producing companies, leaving a balance of 1,292,171 undisbursed. So the auditors recommended to management to desist from this practice and ensure that revenue collected are distributed equitably based on the revised cash waterfall mechanism model. And they also further recommended that the head of ECG should be held liable for the remaining balance of 1,292,000. MD, can you tell us what has happened to the situation? What has happened to the amount? What has happened to the officer in question?
Madam Chair, I can say that from February 2025, ECG has not withheld a parcel out of the allocation from the cash waterfall. We have paid all. So, okay. Madam Chair, I can say that from February this year, when I took over, we have paid every parcel we collected into the collection account, and the cash waterfall mechanism committee allocates the funds. the allocation is approved by the Energy Security Committee, chaired by the Chief of Staff, and we have paid all the allocations made to each entity. So we have complied fully with the cash waterfall mechanism. Okay.
That's the first aspect of the recommendation. The second aspect, what has happened to the 1.2 billion?
We're still carrying that as debt, outstanding debt.
MD, I think I will leave it with Chair to give his ruling, because 1.2 billion is such a huge, 1.29, almost 1.3 billion. So, Chair, we are in your hands.
What happened to this amount? This 1.29 billion, what happened to that amount?
Madam Chair, ECG used it, but we're not saying that withholding it is justified, but ECG used it.
Use it for what? Wasn't that supposed to be shared with the SOEs and IPPs?
Madam Chair, the power we buy, if ECG were operating 100% efficient, no losses, the power we buy is still higher than our revenue. The cost of the power is still higher than our revenue. So I can say that even now that we are complying with the cash waterfall mechanism, we are not able to pay for the full cost of the power.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
That you are buying ECG higher than you are selling to us. I can understand that. But if you should use the resources for anything other than what the law stipulates, do you just do it on your own, or you ask for permission?
That's exactly why we have decided full compliance with the cash waterfall mechanism. So the decision is not made by ECG whether to pay or not to pay. We are complying.
So, respectfully, can you tell us what the 1.292 billion was spent on? You said ECG used it. So can you tell us exactly what the 1.2 billion?
Madam Chair, some of them were used to pay our contractors. Some of them were used to pay for liquid fuel, buying liquid fuel for generation, and other creditors.
Buying liquid fuel for generation?
For power generation.
But I know Ministry of Finance was also paying for liquid fuel for power generation.
Not always. ECG pays sometimes.
Yes, but Ministry of Finance also paid some.
Yes.
And so when you are saying you used part to buy fuel, you used part to also do, you said something?
Pay contractors.
Pay contractors. Contractors that were on your procurement plan for the particular year?
Yes, madam.
So then if you have contractors that you had to pay in a particular year and you didn't have funds, you are saying, you are confirming to all and sundry that the contractors you paid were on your procurement plan for the year 2023, yet you did not have money. But what does the law say? That you don't spend monies that you don't have. So that if you are supposed to pay contractors, as you claim that they were on your procurement plan for the year 2023, and you did not have money, why did you dip your hand into the cash waterfall mechanism that is specifically supposed to be used to pay the IPPs and other firms in that space, and then you used it to pay contractors? Clearly, you have flouted the law.
Yes,
so
madam.
when the auditors came, why did you not show them all the expenditure you had made on the 1.29 billion? Because the auditors are saying that they did not have a view of that. And so we should find out from management.
We provided the supporting evidence to them.
Auditors,
Subsequent to the audit.
subsequent to the audit, and not when they were they were there. So auditors, can you confirm whether some were used to pay contractors, some were, and the other items that has been mentioned here?
Yes, Honorable Chair, when you look at their response, the amount for, and they subsequently provided supporting documents to that effect.
Thank you, but it is still a breach. Mr. CEO, you agree with me? So that is why I say painfully that looking at all the infractions that you have been cited here for and the quantum of money involved, if we should manage the resources we have efficiently, I don't think that we should look at the quarterly arrangements that you have put in place. You can shake it. Now look at the quantum involved. If we use these monies efficiently, we can adjust and help support the difference in what you buy and how much we pay for. But quarterly increments of tariffs with all these infractions, something doesn't sit well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In terms of the quarterly increment, it is not necessarily quarterly increment. There is always a review based on the a review. So a review can always review. So I think that is what we are currently sticking to. So it's not like on a quarterly basis we have to increase. So that is what. But Minister, I think that with the
hotel.
No, but I think with what you are, the inefficiencies that has been pointed out, to look at it critically and try to avoid it, or as much as possible, we should avoid it. Currently, in terms of the ministry, for instance, quarterly basis, the cash waterfall, for instance, the minister always wants to ensures that not even a cedi is retained by ECG. And I think if we should carry on with this, most of the inefficiencies which have been pointed out to us will not be repeated. And when we do it said this way, there will be a quarterly review, and we may even see prices going down or tariff going down. I said we may. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. The next Friday and Honorable. It's on paragraph 163.